This is your one and only 𝐈𝐸𝐸 with your daily dose of video goodness, and the Valheim devs have put out a tweet talking about things to come soon, and today we're going to talk about it. Let's get to it. So just a quick heads up before we jump into this video. This patch has actually hit test live as of yesterday, but I had already recorded this video, and to be honest with you, I put the work into it and I really just didn't want to scrap it. It does cover some things that I won't cover in other videos because they don't warrant a video to themselves. For example, the accessibility features that we're going to talk about in this update. There just isn't enough meat there for an entire video. So I'm publishing this one anyway. I'll put details about certain things up on the screen as I'm talking about them because I already know the answers to them because the patch was actually published on the test live version of the game, and I will cover each individual thing in more detail in other videos. For example, fishing got a substantial update, and that is going to get a video all to itself. So the tweet in question comes from one of the Valheim devs named Jonathan, which states fairly meaty Valheim patch coming soon. And then it lists a bunch of the things that are coming in that patch. The first one is being able to configure the targets for your ballista. This was one that was highly requested by many people because, as many of you know, the ballistas as they stand right now are half useless because they shoot at you. While there are some people who do like this, there are also a bunch of people who do not like this. So the easiest way to deal with that is to allow you to configure the targets. This was actually tweeted about back on January 12th. Jonathan posted a short video with the statement saying, trying out some alternative ballista functionality. What do you say, Valheim players? Hashtag work in progress. And as you can see from the video, you can select the target that the ballista attacks by using trophies. I'm assuming if you have something equipped in whatever slot you are using. So for example, you can see in the video, in the 6th slot, he has a deer head trophy. You would use that on it and it would attack deer. And then if you were to hit 5 that does not have anything in it, you can see there 5 slot is empty, it would just default back to hating everything. I think this is a really creative and interesting way to select the target for the ballista, and this can allow you to have multiple ballistas around your base that can be targeted on different things. So for example, you could have 3 or 4 targeted on a ygħ and only 1 or 2 targeted on rabbits or deer or whatever. Now keep in mind that this video is a work in progress video, so we're not 100% sure how the released version of this is going to work, but I for one like what I'm seeing. Let me know what you all think about this down there in the comments section. Next on the list is Mistlands Balance. So the last update they did kind of messed up the Mistlands pretty bad. It went from being way too hard for some people to now being way too easy for most people. So this is just something that happens with early access games. Sometimes it takes devs a while to find the proper balance that suits the majority of the people playing their game. Hopefully the tweaks they are making in this next update make the Seekers a little bit more challenging and not quite so derpy. The next thing on the list is the wisp torches, not the primary targets. So many of you probably already know this. It's been complained about a lot. If you have wisp torches out around your base or just anywhere in the Mistlands, it is the first thing that any Mistlands hostile creature goes after. So Seekers see your wisp torches, they are on them as quick as possible, like they just spoke bad about their mama, or maybe their queen. Considering that sight is an absolute pain in the butt in the Mistlands, this is a very welcome change. So they will apparently attack other things first and not your wisp torches. This next one is a really big one, fishing / rewards and tweaks. As it stands right now, the fishing system is just meh. It's interesting and it's a good base start for fishing indeed, but it's more or less right now just a glorified in-game achievement system. You really don't get any benefit from doing the fishing system other than the ability to catch pufferfish, which can be a little fun in some situations and slightly exploiting, and the ability to catch the anglerfish, which are one of the best stamina foods in the game, although I think they could get a little bit more of a boost to the stats on the fish and bread to make it really worth going for. Hopefully that is something we will see. Hopefully they have also changed it or are changing it so that the higher tier fish give you more fish meat when you butcher them, because as it stands right now, all of the fish are the same. If you catch a level 2 fish that you can catch with basic bait, it will give you the exact same amount of fish meat that you get if you catch a level 2 fish using some end game bait. which really should not be the case. If you are catching a higher tier fish, it should really multiply the amount of fish you get based on the level of the fish and where it falls in the fishing tier system. Hopefully that makes sense. Basically, if I'm catching a grouper, it should give me more fish meat than a perch, no matter what level it is. And honestly, with this fishing system, I wouldn't mind seeing some of the tried and true tropes that we see in other fishing systems. For example, just fishing up random nonsense loot. It could be gold, gems, arrows, metal, whatever loot they want to put in there. It would just be interesting to be able to pull some of that stuff up on occasion. Let me know what you all think about the fishing system down there in the comments. Do you like it the way that it is now? Do you want to see changes to it? Let me know. Next up, we have can turn off flashing lights and the ravens. So in the game right now, you can use admin commands in single player to disable the ravens. Now it looks like we are getting the actual ability to turn off the ravens in the options menu, which is absolutely fantastic. And the ability to turn off flashing lights is one of the first of, I hope, many of the new accessibility features that they talked about in their blog post. They stated that they plan to add a lot of accessibility features and actually wanted to hear back from the community on what kind of accessibility features they would like to see in Valheim. And I think this is great. This is going to open the game up to a whole lot of new people. And I know there are a lot of people out there who are indeed sensitive to flashing lights, so it's good that this is getting added. And you can see those settings pretty clearly in the video that is on the screen now. Then the post goes on to state network fixes, bug fixes, and more, as well as a new item and build piece. Can you guess what? This is super exciting. The idea that they're going to just randomly add new items and build pieces into the game without having a super large patch is absolutely fantastic and will really help to keep the game feeling somewhat fresh. I think this is a great idea, and I can't wait to see what that new item and build piece are. If you have any speculations, let me know down in the comments. Last but not least, in a completely separate post that was posted on January 21st, Jonathan shows off the new ability to show your hair underneath of your helmet, as you can see in the video on the screen now. And I gotta be honest, little things like this really make all the difference in a game. You may not really think about things like this, but when you have a lot of different things like this in a game, and I don't really want to call them quality of life because it's not really quality of life, but it's just a nice little immersive touch that really make the difference, because whether you're thinking about it in the forefront of your mind, it's there in the back of your mind, and it really just makes games that have a lot of little attentions to detail like this something special. All right, and that is pretty much it for this one. Just a little short video with some news in it I wanted to share with you all. Let me know what you all think about this stuff down there in the comments. As usual, I'm always eager to hear your all's thoughts. And if you like this video, if you found it helpful or informational in any way, consider hitting the subscribe button and notification bell so you can be notified when I upload other videos. And if you're looking for some more Valheim content, you can find a link to that on the screen right now. I want to give an absolute massive shout out and thank you to all of my channel supporters for helping to keep these videos sponsor free. You all are absolutely amazing people. If you would like to become an official channel supporter, check out the links in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. If you're shy, you don't like to comment, just hit that thumbs up button and share your support. Until next time, thanks for watching.